Hey guys, Paul from FrozenStickShift here. Just wanted to let you know that I made a stop right now to get the next meal that I'll be reviewing, and that is this, the Devour Philly Cheesesteak Grilled Cheese. I know you've probably seen all those ads on YouTube with Deadpool selling out, whatnot. Well, I got hooked, and I like Philly cheesesteak and grilled cheese, so I'm gonna head home, give us a try, we'll see how it is. First wanted to get some top-down action for you. Finally a day where I can put this down, although my allergies have been killing me, so I do apologize if I start sniffling all over the place here. Nice little beep to let me know it's done. And some rush today. See you at home. So I'm back home. I'm ready to try out this Devour Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese sandwich, and I just want to read you the box, let you know what they're telling me here that I'm about to experience. That way I can relay it to you and let you know if this is in fact true or false. So on the back it says, show your mouth a good time. You can't always go where they make the cheesesteak, so we brought the cheesesteak to you. It's got everything you crave from this age-old classic. Strips of tender Angus beef, juicy enough to drip down your chin, fire roasted green peppers, caramelized onions, topped with melted cheddar, mozzarella, and provolone cheese. All heaped between two slabs of golden crisp bread, sure to satisfy even die-hard fans. So that sounds badass. I'm not sure about the dripping down my chin part. Let's not get into that. Anyway, I'm gonna go pop this in the microwave real quick, and then we'll see how it tastes. So I lied, guys. I'm actually going to open this right here and let you have a look at it before I put it in the microwave first. And then I'll actually read you the instructions, which I realized I didn't do for the last video. Yeah, let me just let you know how long this takes and all the steps that I had to take, just so you can see if it's actually worth it to try for yourself. So they have a nice little easy to open tab that once again is proving me wrong that these things are hard, because I struggle all the time, but yet this one and the last one, the mac and cheese, open right away. The box pops up nice and neat like this, and then on the inside here you've got your Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese sandwich. Let's see if I can get it close up there. I'm not even too sure where my camera's at on my phone. I worked briefly for Apple Care and I can barely use my phone. I ask my little sister for help with it all the time. And like I said, I am suffering from some allergies right now, so you might hear some snifflage going on, a little bit of this. I do apologize for that. But yeah, it looks like I've got some moderately sized chunks of meat here. What is that? Bell pepper. I see the different cheeses on there. I don't see the onions. Maybe I'm just, oh no, there they are. Some onionage. So anyway, it says here, pull, tear strip of long carton edge and peel back carton top along perforations, which we did that. Here's the proof. I can follow directions. My degree is being put to good use. Can't even talk right. Remove plastic wrapper from the sandwich and crisping sheet. Place the sandwich halves on the crisping sheet, open face, place on a microwave plate in center of microwave, and cook on high for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And of course, the gold standard, let stand in microwave for 1 minute so we don't burn ourselves here. And then it says fold and dig in. So yeah, let me go ahead and do all that, and using the power of technology, I'll get back to you in just a sec here. Get in there, boy. 240. Let's do this. I'm not gonna lie, there's something about popping this right out of the microwave and seeing exactly what these things look like that really just does it for me. Here's my big pack of ramen up there. Being cheap, guys. But I watched this like a little kid the entire time it was in here. Yeah, attention span of 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and oh my god, look at this. This thing is just bubbling over. I failed to mention that, yeah, they put the sandwich in 2 parts, so you do have to put it together. I think they want you to face them both on this little crisping thing here. Let me touch it like an idiot. It's not that hot actually, but could have been disastrous. But yeah, here's what we're dealing with right here. And this thing is just everywhere. Wow. It looks good. I'm not too picky about it being messy and whatnot. I'm a very uncivilized individual, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the table. We'll prop it down. I'll get situated. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, by the way, guys, and yes, I do have spare tissues over there next to my friend who's sitting on the toilet. Birthday gift. And let's see how this is. All right, so I've got this Devour Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese in front of me here. As you saw a few seconds ago, this thing is all over the place. So my first predicament is actually trying to put this together. Although it does look fairly loaded for, I believe it was $2.99, by the way. I'm just gonna take one of these piping hot things of bread. The bread is actually pretty soft. It's surprising. It's not, I thought it would be very hard, being that it was in the microwave, but no, it's pretty soft. I'm not gonna hold back, guys. I'm a messy eater, and this gob of cheese and bell pepper and steak was just there on the plate. That's really good, actually. So I apologize, guys, like right in the middle of that, like I said, I don't have the fanciest camera or technology. I'm just using my iPhone, so I ran out of storage. In the meantime, I have successfully gotten this crisping sleeve out from underneath the sandwich. I'm gonna go ahead and munch on these little pieces of extremities of my meal here. Oh, it's like apparently you're supposed to fold this. It says, hold tight, you're in for one delicious ride. And yeah, I was reading that backwards, so I'm sorry. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna go for it. It's a little flat, doesn't really look as tall as it does in the box picture there, but I mean, as long as we avoid getting it dribbling down my chin, like it said, then I'm okay with that. All right. FrozenStickShift Devour Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese. Let's check it out here. Oh wow. Another bite. Turns out there's a little chin action there. Wow. I think that's the first time the box has ever been right. It wasn't major dribblage, but it was indeed a little dribble. This is very cheesy, guys, but it's not. I mentioned to you in my last video how I'm not a huge fan of mac and cheese, like Kraft or Velveeta cheese. This tastes amazing. I've got to say, the meat is very tender. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of this was like Deadpool hype for me. I'm a Marvel fan. DC's cool too. No, I'm just a nerd in general. But I wasn't really pulled in by the allure of this frozen meal. I didn't really have high expectations for this. I just figured that, oh, they're using Deadpool to market this. They must have to rely on that because the sandwich may not be that great. Oh man, was I wrong. This thing, the meat is very tender. The peppers are crunchy. I don't know if you're a fan of onions or not. I know a lot of people that's hit or miss, but I feel like caramelized onions are awesome. Like they bring out the flavor in a burger and a sandwich like this. It is delicious. Like I'm having to tuck this stuff in as it falls out from the sides because it's just oozing out the sides there. Yeah, I saw the cheese before it went in the microwave. For some reason, I'm kind of dumb like that. Like I have to have a visual confirmation that yes, this is indeed the real deal, and it wasn't some like cheesy pre-manufactured like sauce on there. No, this is just melted like crazy. I was watching it in the microwave, like I said. There's even a little bit of like crispy cheese bits on the edge right here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and polish this off. and then we'll get into the final thoughts here. Pardon my sniffs. Just to reiterate too, this bread it's golden, like the box said, it's golden brown. I got a wipe here, I'm sorry guys. Just being real with you. Some pullage there. One thing I will say is that this thing is not as loaded as it appears to be on the box, and I get it, you know, for $3 you can't, you know, expect too much, you can't shoot too high here, but Jesus, for what they had, I guess, to work with budget-wise, they really delivered as far as the quality of the ingredients in the sandwich. Play the bass with that. Like that old style Western bass. It's like a broom handle and a string attached to a pot or something like that in the cartoons. Oh, look at that bite. You're going for that. I would say that this would go really well with some frozen fries. Maybe that's another review coming soon. But yeah, and you guys know I like hot sauce. Unfortunately, the hot sauce is my camera stand right now. It's actually holding up my phone, so I can't grab it. But I think if you drench this in some of that, man, that would be so good. I'm trying to figure out how to attack this thing too. It's a messy meal, I'll say that. I do this thing where I tend to, sorry if I gross you guys out, whatever plate I have, I attempt to get every last bit of food or debris, whatever's on there, into my mouth. I feel like it's like a missed opportunity or something. It's like it's a business proposition, and I have to like eke every ounce of satisfaction out of it and value. I don't know, it's the way my mind works. And I also eat really quickly, if you haven't noticed. This is actually a little slow for me. I'm trying to slow down so you can see what's going on here, and how your experience might be or might differ with this product. But I'm on the last bite right here. I'm gonna pop this in, and then I'll give you the rundown on what I thought overall. Again, guys, sorry for the sniffles. Wash it down with some water. All right, so let's get into the final thoughts of the Devour Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese sandwich and let you know what I thought. Highlights, things that I thought were really done well, is that for the most part, the box actually delivered. And that's something that I'm really impressed by, because most of the time when I get a frozen meal, or even a fast food meal for that instance, it's a total letdown. I'll admit that look-wise, the sandwich didn't really look exactly like it did on the box. It wasn't that thick and hearty. In fact, it looked like what they did is they probably cut it and then they stacked it. Let me grab the box here and see. Yeah, it looks like what they did is they kind of cut the sandwich here and then they stacked it. Look, they even got the knife as proof right there. Stick a fork in him, he's done, eh? Yeah. Yeah, it's a knife instead, I know. But, I mean, I will say, even though So it wasn't as thick. It didn't look like it does exactly, but for the most part, they nailed it. Let's go back over here. Let's review. It's got everything you crave from this age-old classic. It's an age-old classic. Strips of tender Angus beef. The beef was, in fact, pretty tender. I mean, for coming out of the freezer aisle, this was pretty good. Juicy enough to drip down your chin. We got that. I think it was the cheese actually that dripped down my chin because there's just so much of it. But you know, we'll give him that. It dripped down my chin a little bit, more like a dribble. Fire roasted green peppers. I don't know if they were fire roasted, but there was a crunch to them. They were pretty good. I love peppers. Caramelized onions, another key item in a Philly cheesesteak, I think. And they were. You could taste the caramelization, like if they just, you know, sauteed them in a pan or something. Topped with melted cheddar, mozzarella, and provolone cheese. You guys saw the cheese when I pulled it out of the box. Yeah. All heaped between 2 slabs of golden, crisp bread. Sure to satisfy even die-hard fans. Third grade reading level. I have a degree in English, guys. Just bear with me here. Yeah, this was... I'm gonna go ahead and say, like again, I told you I go by gears for my rating system, like if you're shifting gears in a car. This is easily, I would say 5th gear. 5th gear for me because, man, it definitely had everything that the box described. The only thing that it didn't have was the actual overall hearty portion size. And again, we're dealing with what? I kind of ripped the box, so it's 213 grams of food here. It's not an insane amount. I think the mac and cheese that I had yesterday was like a lot more. But this was a good portion of food. I mean, it's holding me over. I'm probably gonna have to eat a second dinner tonight because I have a huge appetite. And for now, it really did satisfy me. It met everything that the box said it did. And Devour, I have to admit, is not just a Deadpool cash grab gimmick. Sorry, Deadpool. You're cool. But this sandwich was very tasty, and the ingredients I think is really what bumped it up to that 5th gear rating. It stands out with some high quality ingredients. I would say if you're a big boy, big dude, go out and get 2 of these. That's going to be a good meal for you. That'll definitely you know, satisfy you while you're watching your favorite movies, your Marvel movies, if you're watching Deadpool or something like that. I would say, you know, I'm thinking about other people who might not have a hearty appetite. One of these would carry you through the day, I think. I think it would do a good job as a lunch substitute if you maybe work in an office or something and you have a microwave there. Keep it in the freezer, make sure no one steals it, and you've got yourself a good lunch. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you have any suggestions, anything you'd love for me to review, please definitely drop a comment and let me know what's going on. Hit the subscribe button, like this if you liked it, leave me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I'm still gonna go with "see you on the streets." I think that sounds a little weird, but oh yeah, help me come up with a catchphrase. I need a catchphrase. Usually I'm pretty creative, or so I like to think. But yeah, help me come up with a catchphrase. Until then, I will see you on the streets.